Welcome back to Astroneer. So we're going to take the zinc down to the core right away and get that out of the way, and then get busy with some more goals. It's amazing how fast you can slide down here, isn't it? Alright, let's try this again. Zinc. There we go. The gateway engine is happy. We'll make 2 of these. Oh, that is the symbol for De Solo. So that's the symbol that showed up on the outside of the gateway chamber above. It's the basically a triangle with 3 big circles in the middle of it. Yep. So now that the odd stone comes up, we can take this and get straight back to the surface. Just like that. That'll save us climbing the trip all the way back up. And you can see that symbol here. So now we just go back to base. And I wanted to get some power generation going because, you know, it depends. It depends on how much we need it, but I'd like to get some power because, you know, that way I can keep the research going. Although there hasn't been really anything to research. So it's questionable how much I'll need it. But at the very, very least, we can make a chemistry lab. So let's make a large table for that. I'm not sure why this thing makes noise every time I set it down. It's a bit annoying. There we go. No, it's still making noise. No, finally it's done. Good. Alright, here's the table for the chemistry lab. And I'm going to take and mix some more resin. You really go through a lot of resin. If you didn't have the ability to spin it up, it'd be very annoying. Let's see what it costs to make a. Oh yeah, you know, I have to actually unlock it. Hang on a second. So we go to our research catalog, and then we have to unlock the chemistry lab, which requires ceramic, glass, and tungsten. Which means smelting a piece of quartz, ceramic, need a piece of tungsten. Where did I put that? Right here. Take the glass, and now we can make a chemistry lab, just like that. All right, this right here is the chemistry lab, and the chemistry lab is an amazing piece of technology that is a true game changer. You can build all new materials with this thing by combining other materials together, and it is just epic. So if you can open it up, you can see that we begin with rubber, plastic, aluminum alloy, tungsten carbide, graphene, diamond, hydrazine, silicon, explosive powder, steel, titanium alloy, and nanocarbon alloy, all of which are various degrees of difficulty. But one of the first things we're going to want to do is tungsten carbide, which is combining tungsten and carbon. And we want to make that from this and this. So you just have them in your inventory or put them on the table. And then you go here, and then now you can just build it. And you can see that it takes both pieces, and it cooks them up, combines them, and out pops a brand new material. Now, what can you do with tungsten carbide? Well, let's find out. Drill mod 2 is tungsten carbide. It requires 2,500 bytes, and drill mod 2 has a easier time with the really tough stuff, and can open up a whole new level of rock that you can dig through. Sylvie has decided that his spine seed is tasty, and it's time to get another one queued up. So we'll take that piece of tungsten carbide, and we'll just go down the list until... oh, there it is. We can make drill mod 2 with it. And now we don't need drill mod 1 anymore. I think they use the same amount of power, though, so it shouldn't be any more, like, burdening on our power usage. The thing about this graphite here, the reason I got this piece of graphite is because there's another piece of technology that we want to unlock, which is called the auto arm. And that is a piece of automation technology. The game moves things from here to here automatically. It's a bit finicky, but it's cool. And I think I'm going to unpack this to put it on. So here's how it works. I'm going to put it here. I'm going to plug this. Oops. No, not that. Plug that in there. Plug that in there, and plug this in here. So we have power. And notice that there's free space over here. And I'm going to build the auto arm with the small printer. Auto arm requires aluminum and graphite, which is here and here. Okay, now I'm going to unpack the auto arm. And I think there's two circles when you put a mouse over it, and you can... I think it moves from green to blue. So anything that's in the green circle, it will grab from, and it will put it in the blue circle. In this case, I'm just going to put a piece of organic here. Now, when I turn it on, it's going to grab the organic. But if I had the organic in here, in the filter, it would only grab organic, which is really nice if you want to filter things. So let's just turn this on, and it does it. And now it's completed. Arm yourself, which is a mission. One of the things that we had to do. New mission, stuffed storage. So if we take a look at our mission list. Oh, look at this. This is nice. All right, we can actually complete Galastropod Care, which gives you a free RTG. Like that. More power. We'll just pop that any old place. Talking tungsten is done. It gives us the schematic for a medium generator and the schematic for floodlight. Neither of which we really need at the moment. G to Solo Terrarium. Where we did the whole solo terrarium thing. Gives us 250 bytes, which is not much. Arm Yourself gives you a large extended platform, which we don't need, and also the schematic for the same thing. That's like it's like a small platform with a really long frame that goes to a spot for your auto arm, and I don't really care about that right now. You can see what it looks like in the Ghost. You see that? Yeah, it's not really If you're going to do automation, then yeah, it could be useful. So, we have to get Usagi back to Silva to verify him. Maybe that's why he won't work, because you have to verify him first. That's right, that's right. Materials matters, so we have to create rubber or plastic. We'll be doing that. Stuffed storage, print and fill a medium resource canister. We're doing that for sure. Prototype recovery. Find vehicle data recorder on DeSolo and do all those things. So yes, we will be doing all of that. Gather malachite. Oh, you know what? That's curious. Why is it telling me to gather malachite now? Obtain malachite samples for logistics evaluation. Oh, well, that's interesting. Well, we better do that. I'll track that. Tracking caches, which we'll probably do. Alright, so these are our missions that we're tracking. Let's say we begin with malachite. Although, I do need to set up a storage for stuff that we're going to take back with us. And another thing that's really worth noting is that we're not actually going back in this ship. The small shuttle is a one-shot. It's just to get here, because once you get here, you can actually build the technology to do something better, and that's what we're going to do next. Medium shuttle, 3,750 bytes. Ah, you're killing me. Oh, man. All right, we need more research. We need lots more research. I need to find research items and bring them up. I tell you what, in order to do that... Yeah. Yeah, this is tricky. Alright, let's go down and grab the, that tungsten. That wolframite. That is what we need to do, right? Digging deeper. Gather... Oh, malachite. Malachite? Why does it want me to get malachite? Malachite's not even on this planet. That's strange. I must have just opened this mission. Because now it wants me to go back to Silva and get malachite, which is copper. So we can't do this. We can't do this. And we can't do this here either. I'm going to do creating rubber or plastic. In fact, we're going to do both. So the way that you do this is, I believe it's a piece of organic, a piece of carbon, and a piece of compound, maybe 2 compound. And we go over to the chemistry lab here, and we say, give me... Oh, it's resin. I was wrong about one of them. And organic and resin will get you rubber. And now we've completed materials matters. And we have a new mission from thin air, which we're not going to do just yet. The next thing that we want to do is we want to make plastic and carbon and compound. There's our plastic. Now, a nice thing is that when you collect the reward for materials matters, you get 1,000 bytes. So that's helpful. And now we have from thin air, which is print an atmospheric condenser, but we can't do that because an atmospheric condenser requires different... Well, for one thing, there's no atmosphere materials on this world, so that's useless. But moreover, an atmosphere condenser requires iron, which we do not have. So what I'm going to do is stop tracking this one. However, we can do stuffed storage, and the way that you make Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think you need a piece of compound, a piece of carbon, and a piece of glass. Take the compound and the carbon and we'll put it in here to make plastic. Of course, I already got plastics, but I'm going to be using more than one piece. Pick up the glass, and the plastic, go over to the printer. Oh, you know what? I have to unlock it. I have to unlock it. So it's going to be medium resource canister. That's what we want. 2,000 bytes. Yikes, man. Things are starting to get expensive and I don't have a lot of bytes. But we need it. So this is a medium resource canister. And this is the most amazing way that Astroneer stores things. Because if you think this is cool, which you may not, because it is tedious, I'm going to show you a neat little trick here. So this canister can hold 32 of one kind of item. Any of the resources, really. So you just pop it in the top like this, and you can see that there's a little bit of it at the very bottom here. So now it says we have stored 1, and it will automatically pull more in if you plug it into a table where there's the same kind of item, like this. Isn't that cool? It's very, very handy. And you'll notice it's only pulling the aluminum, it's leaving the zinc alone. But isn't this much neater than having tables and tables full of, you know, the same thing? Lots and lots of the same thing? Very nice. So we'll make a few of these. And we're going to use those to take our tungsten back home. Next, we need to do a mission that's pretty far from here. And if I was to select it in the mission tree, prototype recovery, right here. To look on the compass, you can see that I've got a mission marker on the opposite side of the planet. It always seems to be the opposite side of the planet. But yeah, there's a lot of travel involved, which means that we're going to need a vehicle, but not just the buggy, because the buggy doesn't hold anything, right? I could take this and probably get there, but I wouldn't be able to hold any resources. So you might think, well, we have the tractor and the trailers, which we've used before, and you can set up a tractor, and each trailer holds a medium storage, and you can put a few things on it. That's nice, all. But there's a better solution. And that would be to go here, and we're going to find medium rover. Medium rover requires 3,750 bytes. All right, that's it. It's time to get busy. We have to get research material from the core, or from further down underground, and we have to bring it up, and we have to start researching. That is the current goal, because we don't have enough bytes. Here's a piece. Let's grab that. We'll take that back home. Okay, let's pop this in here and see what happens. It looks like just over 1,000 bytes from that. It'll take about 10 minutes. Yeah. And of course the research chamber itself uses... Oh, okay, only 2. 2? I thought it drew more than 2. Alright, well, that's fine. I can handle 2. Let's go down and get some more. Oh, check this out. Okay, so here we have an exocache. We haven't seen one of these in a while. But those are very, very nice. And over here we have a research sample. Research item. It looks like my, I think this is blinking because my solid fuel jetpack is about to run out. Fortunately, we can make a replacement with, let me think, what is it? Solid fuel jump jet, 5,000 bytes. Never mind. I'm not going to spend that just now. That's too much. That's too expensive for this part of the game. So I'm just going to have to get used to not having my solid fuel jump jet. But we do have enough to make the medium rover, which is what I'm going to do right now. So let's go to the large printer and we will unlock the medium rover, 3,750 bytes. It requires 2 plastic and rubber. I'll show you how that works. It's a cool little vehicle. It's kind of like an upgrade to the tractor trailer situation. So now I'll make one more plastic. You're starting to really tax the power. And the power situation is going to become dire if I keep this up. There's a little bit of a solution to that. So there's the plastic, and then with the medium printer, we're going to print a medium rover with 2 plastic and 1 rubber. And you can see how big it is from the tire footprint here. One of the things we're going to want to do is make more of these, because we can use wind to a small degree on this world. It's very intermittent. It's like 25% of the time that the wind is blowing, which is really not that great. But if you get enough wind turbines up, and you can make wind turbines from materials on this world, which is, at least there's that. I think it's just one of these and one of these printed here. You know, I may not have even researched it. Hang on, let me check. Oh, shit. Yeah, medium wind turbine, 2,500 bytes. Okay, so research is definitely the bottleneck at this part of the game. So here's a medium rover, and I'll show you what this looks like. So medium rover is extremely modular. It doesn't have like a front or a back. It's just 4 tires and a little bit of internal storage, a plug on either end, medium slot on either end, and a large slot on the top, which is really significant. Really significant. So what we'll do is we'll take the buggy seat, or the rover seat rather, from over here, and we'll put the rover seat on it. Then you can ride it like this, but you can't drive it because it doesn't have any power. And then we can plug the RTG in just temporarily to get it charged up. You can see a little battery here. It holds very little. Now notice it says multi-utility vehicle. A vehicle that includes an internal battery, 2 medium slots, and a large slot, provides oxygen, draws 0.5 power while active. Train length, 1 of 4. And that is significant. So you can put 4 of these together in a train, which is just exactly what we want. So let's grab even more plastic. Yeah, okay, so another piece. And then now we're going to want a piece of rubber. And then we go over to the medium printer, and we print another medium rover. There's another piece of technology that I'm going to want to make, which I'm not even sure how much it's going to cost. But it's it's 2,500 bytes, and it's called Drill Strength 1. More research, please. We need more research. You know what I can maybe try? I can maybe try exploring the surface. Well, I've just got to do some exploring to find research items. Lots and lots of research items. Here's one. This one's going to give me more than 1,000, so that's nice. Don't know about that one. So, how are we doing for research at the moment? We have 1,600. So, we can drive the rover like this, and we can put another rover behind it, like this. Which is really, really nice. Really, really, really nice. And I'm going to want that drill strength 1. You'll see why. Alright, well, I think I might... Well, let's just see how well this thing can climb. Oh my. Alright, well, that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. So, as you can see here, we have something that we can actually bring back items. If we find items. Well, this is just junk. Oh, you know what? I'm out of power already. Here, let's put the RTG right on it. Oh, what do we have here? Ammonium. Let's get some quick bites. Oh, this is what we want right here. So, this is neat because you can dig up an exocache, and then you can pick it up and just stick it right on the back of this thing because it's a large slot. And then you go home. The only problem is that the surface is so bumpy that you end up getting caught up on all the things that you run into. It's really annoying. Another one! Another one. So we can put this like right here and then just basically walk up and grab this other one. There we go. Exocache. We want these. We want as many as we can get because these are very, very handy. Alright, so how are we doing for bytes? 2,500. Oh, drill strength 1 is 2,500. Well, there we go. Drill strength 1. Now, I'll show you what a drill strength 1 is. It's basically a drill, the strength of which is 1. That's what drill strength 1 means. And the way you do it is you take... Where are my tungsten pieces? Here we go. Tungsten. You take tungsten and carbon, and you mix them in the chemistry lab to make something called tungsten carbide. And a piece of ceramic. And then you go over to the small printer and you print a drill strength 1, which looks like this. Now you take this little thing over to your medium rover. You pop it on the front like that, open it up. And now you have a drill on the front of your rover, which is really cool because you can do really neat things like this. And it's just the most awesome thing to be able to do that. Now you can still fall in a hole. You can still fall in a hole and it won't save you from that. But at least it will make smooth ground for you, which is really, really invaluable on a place like this crazy moon. So what you want to do after that is you want to just make like, well, honestly, you want to make 4. And then you want to put like a large storage on it, like this. And that way you can just take with you. You know, you can collect stuff while you're out there, which is really great. Let's make a couple more rovers. So I have to get... is it full? Almost full. Alright, now it's full. Here we go. Make some more compound, because we're going to need that. This research is worth not even 1,000. Alright, fine. Get that rubber. Another thing we need is more organic, so we might as well start collecting it. It's coming, it's coming. Just got a whole bunch of things to do in sequence here. Alright, so we got a couple more plastic and a rubber coming. Collect some more soil. Alright, one more rover. So we get 4. I probably should have rotated that first, but oh, here. There we go. Alright. Here we are, 4 medium rovers. And I need to print a large storage. So let's get that going. I now have 1,234 bytes. Which is not a lot, but we'll just keep pushing. Alright, so now this large storage goes here. And the way this is working now is we've got a medium storage here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 medium storages. 6 if you include the one on the back, so that's 6. Whole bunches of small ones and a single large one. So we can carry lots and lots of things with just this one rover, which is fantastic. So with that out of the way, we're ready. We're ready to go exploring and gathering and bringing resources back to base and basically being far more effective than we were before. So that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.